People have asked for my opinion about the Ukraine. Well, here it is. And folks, I'm sorry I haven't made a video in a while. I had surgery last month. For a few weeks, I've been laid up. I had a hernia and had to get it fixed. Anyway, in the Ukraine, this is an example of the world's most corrupt government at war with the world's second most corrupt government. These idiots that deny that there are Nazis in the Ukraine, they're just idiots. They're just the NPCs out there supporting the current thing. Here's some facts. The Ukrainians have been attacking Donbass for the last 8 years. There's been all kinds of fighting in the Donbass area. So, I don't know what to say about it, but I hope we can stay out of this war. We have no business being in it. Now, all you FUDs out there and just obey the law types, you need to pay close attention, pay very close attention to the Ukrainians defending their country from a foreign invader. I'm not talking about the Ukrainian military. I'm talking about the armed Ukrainian citizens fighting back. They're not out there live streaming themselves doing dry fire drills all day. They're actually out there doing. They're actually out there participating in conflict and not looking to rat snitch on each other or get someone else canceled for wrongthink. Let that sink in real good. Otherwise, that's my opinion on the Ukrainian conflict. Now, if you want my prediction, this is what I see happening. The Ukrainians are winning, and I think they're going to do something and get ahead of themselves. And this is what I see. The Germans and some of the other European countries are now sending them a bunch of armored fighting vehicles, Cold War era Soviet stuff that belonged to the Warsaw Pact. And it's stuff that they don't really use. It's earlier versions of the T-72s. There's some BMP-1s. I'm sure there are some trucks and other crap, D-30 howitzers, that kind of crap. The Ukrainians are making a good showing. They've got more tanks now than they did at the beginning of the war. This war has also shaped my opinion. As much as I like armor, I do believe the days of the NBT are numbered. Sure, tanks are still effective, but look at the weapons that we have, anti-armor weapons that we have now. I'm sure someone could come up with a countermeasure for weapons like the Javelin and so on. But here's my take on that. All the active protection systems and what it would cost to build a tank, with all the defenses it would need to defend itself against modern anti-tank weapons, how much are these tanks going to cost and how many of them can any nation afford? I think it's time to rethink our approach to land warfare. Anyway, what I see happening is the Ukraine getting this equipment and integrating it into their army and maybe launching a counteroffensive around Mariupol, I think it's called, trying to liberate Mariupol. If I were the Ukrainians, and I'm just saying, if this were me, if I had a sizable force to punch through the Russian lines in the east, in eastern Ukraine, why not cross the border and conduct raids in Russia against high priority targets across the border, like supply depots, small bases, stuff like that. In other words, invade Russia, get behind their forces in the Ukraine and cut some of them off, like we did to the Iraqis in Gulf War One. The Russian military is in disarray, and that's not beyond the realm of possibility. But then again, how would the Russians react? I heard about the Russian citizens' reaction to the airstrike the Ukrainians carried out in Russia against a oil refinery. And they were demanding Putin unleash everything they have on them. Hey, dumbasses, y'all invaded another country. What did you think was going to happen? You didn't think they would fight back? Wow. It'd be like the United States starting one of the stupid wars that we get into and someone actually hits us back over here. We wouldn't know what to do. We would think it was unfair. We would be wrong. They would be so wrong, you know. We went over there and bombed their country back to the Stone Age, and they just happened to have a submarine and they fired some cruise missiles at a target in the United States. Wow. That would be so wrong. That's just how I see the reaction to it. But anyway, I got a big job interview tomorrow. I'm going to drive 50 miles for a stupid job interview. Might be going to work for the government, working for the Department of Labor. That's all I'm going to share for now on that. I hope I get this job. It would be a big shot in the arm for me. So this is just a little update video and sharing my opinion on things. I don't really have a whole lot to say. I'm grateful for the subscribers that I have, and I'm glad you people have stuck around. And I hope y'all get some entertainment out of my boring videos. Anyway, folks, have a good night.